Okay, so let's unpack this. If you've ever set up a professional AV environment, you know the enemy isn't really the hardware, it's entropy.
Oh, definitely. It's a complete mess, usually.
Right. You have a facility with a dozen different sources, laptops, media players, cameras, and they all need to go to a dozen different screens. Usually that results in a literal rat's nest of cabling and just a nightmare of converters.
Yeah.
Today we're looking at a device that claims to be the central nervous system for these complex setups.
Yeah, it is the classic square peg, round hole problem, but at an enterprise scale.
Exactly. So we're doing a deep dive into the Kramer VS-1616DN. Now, on paper, the specs are a bit of a mouthful. It's a modular 4K 60 4.2.0 digital matrix switcher. That is a lot of jargon right out of the gate, so let's translate that for everyone.
Sure. At simplest, a matrix switcher is essentially a traffic cop. Unlike a simple splitter that just sends one signal to everyone, a matrix lets you route any specific input to any specific output independently.
So if you want the Blu-ray on screen 1 and the PC on screen 4,
This device manages that traffic intersection without any accidents.
but the key word here seems to be modular. Most switchers are fixed. You buy a 4x4, and if you need a fifth input next year, you're basically out of luck.
Right, that is the rip and replace cycle that absolutely kills IT budgets. The VS-1616DN uses a chassis system. It's essentially an empty box with slots, and you populate it in pairs. You can start with a basic 2x2 setup and grow all the way to 16x16.
Oh, I see. So it's the Lego approach. I don't have to pay for a massive unit that's just sitting there half empty.
Precisely. And it isn't just about quantity, it's about type. This brings us to the Kramer core technology, which is arguably the biggest differentiator here. In a typical install, you're often fighting against distance. HDMI is great, but we all know it really doesn't like traveling long distances over standard copper cables.
Usually that is where you'd switch to fiber optic or twisted pair cabling, right? But then you need those external converter boxes at every endpoint to turn that fiber back into HDMI.
Exactly, and every external box is a potential point of failure. The VS-1616DN actually integrates that conversion. Because the chassis is modular, you can slot in a fiber card right next to a standard copper HDMI card.
Making the matrix act as a universal translator.
Yeah, it takes a signal coming in via fiber, converts it internally, and can shoot it out via copper.
That is significant. It implies you can adapt the hardware to your building's existing infrastructure, rather than ripping up drywall to run new cables.
It creates a hybrid environment. You use cheap copper for the short runs and robust fiber for the long runs, all managed by one Brone.
But here's where it gets really interesting for me. Signal quality. When you are mixing cable types and pushing signals hundreds of feet, digital degradation is real. You get that digital snow or dropouts.
That is exactly where equalization and reclocking comes in. Notice the K in clocking, that's Kramer branding.
Is that just marketing fluff, or does it actually do something?
It's vital. Think of equalization as turning up the volume on a quiet conversation. It boosts the signal. But reclocking is like retyping a faded document. It doesn't just boost the noise, it actually reconstructs the timing of the digital data stream.
So it restores the signal to its original sharpness before sending it on.
It resets the clock, literally, to prevent jitter.
Now, looking at the bandwidth, it supports 4K at 60 Hz with 4.2.0 chroma subsampling. For the non-engineers listening, 4.2.0 is a form of color compression, right?
It is. It reduces the color information to save bandwidth, keeping it under 10.2 gigabits per second. For video playback, the human eye barely notices.
But if you were doing high-precision medical imaging or graphic design,
You might want 4.4.4. But for standard presentations, signage, and video, 4.2.0 is the industry standard balance between quality and bandwidth efficiency.
and efficiently managing that bandwidth reduces heat and power load, which brings us to reliability. This is often the boring part of the spec sheet until the power goes out.
Reliability is everything in a central nervous system. If this box dies, every screen in the building goes black. So Kramer included redundancy. You can add a second power supply, and the cooling fans are hot-swappable.
Meaning I can pull a broken fan out while the system is live.
Exactly. Zero downtime for maintenance. It effectively decouples your switching needs from your infrastructure limitations.
Which leads to a final thought for you. We often focus on future-proofing by buying the highest resolution specs possible. But is true future-proofing actually about resolution? Or is it about this kind of architectural flexibility, the ability to change the physical ports on your device as the technology evolves?
That's the real question.
Something to chew on before your next install. Thanks for listening to this deep dive.